Hello, this is Premier Sport Fan Center. You are welcome to the show. This is the live stream segment of the Premier Sport Fan Center. We are right here. A lot of matches lined up for today. We are having Arsenal vs Bournemouth, Aston Villa vs Crystal Palace, Brighton vs West Ham, Chelsea vs Leeds, Wolves vs Tottenham, then Southampton vs Leicester City. A lot of interesting matches lined up for you today. But right now we are covering the match between Arsenal and Bournemouth, then Chelsea vs Leeds. Stay with us as we bring you an update of all the activities in the Premier League today. With me in the studio, I have two important guests to discuss the live matches going on right now. And oh, you will not regret it. Stay with us. Hold on as we come back to discuss the issues of the live matches. In a moment, we'll be back. Stay with us. Alright, with me in the studio today to discuss the matches, line up in the Premier League, all the features in the 5 matches going on right now. Already we have seen Manchester City vs Newcastle. It ended 2-0 in favor of Manchester City. And Manchester City still retains second position, and they have closed the gap between Arsenal and Manchester City. Right now it is 2 points ahead of Manchester City. You know, Man U will be playing tomorrow, but right now it is the matches between Arsenal and Leeds, and Chelsea vs Arsenal vs Bournemouth, and Chelsea vs Leeds. And with me in the studio, I'm having two important guests. Right here, I have Jimmy, a Chelsea fan, a stock Chelsea fan. How do you do?
I'm good.
Yeah, good. Yeah, welcome to the show. And the chairman of the Arsenal fans in the whole of Abawale. You know him, Mr. Tunji. You are welcome to the show. Mr. Tunji, you are welcome to the show. He's a stock Arsenal fan, and he knows everything about Arsenal. You don't have to argue with him. You don't have to discuss it with him, because he will defeat you. He will defeat you. All right. Before we go to the match, let's hear what the fans have to say. On the street, we have the fans of Arsenal, and we also have the fans of Chelsea. They have said a lot on the street. Before we go to the live matches between Arsenal and Arsenal versus Bournemouth, and Chelsea versus Leeds. Let us hear what the fans said prior to the match. Yeah, just in a moment we'll be back. All right, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, I doing fine.
What's your name?
My name is Odilon.
Yeah. So how the match they go? How the training they go?
Oh, fine, very fine. You
all
can
right.
See as I'm.
All right. Which club do you support?
Yeah, today I'm supporting Arsenal because I'm waiting for good team from them today.
Okay, you are supporting Arsenal. Arsenal match between the match between Arsenal and Bournemouth today. A lot of us are expecting it. Arsenal have the opportunity to go 8 points ahead of Manchester City if they win today's match. You understand what I'm saying? So, what is your take on this particular match?
Yeah, you are really right. Because as a footballer, winning is a good thing. So I think that at the moment, the spirit will be high, and they will love to win.
Yeah, they
will love to win. So what I'm saying is that Arsenal is going to collect the 3 points today.
Okay, they're going to collect the 3 points today. That means if they collect the 3 points, that means they will go 8 points ahead of Manchester City, who is in second position. So that means there's a possibility for them to win it. But let's look at it, the possibility. Let's look at the statistics, what they have played so far. Actually, Arsenal has edge over Bournemouth. Because if you talk about it, Arsenal is one of the most defensive teams when it comes to Premier League, because they've already, in the 25 matches played so far, they've considered 23 matches. You understand? They have considered 23 matches, and Bournemouth is the worst defensive team because out of the 25 matches played, they have considered 48 goals. That's to tell you that Arsenal is one of the behind Newcastle. Newcastle is the most defensive team because they've already only considered 15 goals. So a win for Arsenal may be sure.
Yes, you know that what I love personally in Arsenal is the attack, especially my boy Saka. So I'm expecting a lot from him because once he is with ball, no, you have hope. One who is with ball, you know, you have that. Yes, something good is going to come out from that. So that ability of him is a plus for Arsenal today. You get it. So I'm putting everything on him, and I'm very sure that yes, Arsenal is going to come out.
Yeah. You say Saka is your best man, and Saka is a lot of people best man because he has been consistent in goal scoring. Right now, he's one of the top scorers because he has 14 goals. You know, he has 14 goals. Where Ellen Haaland, who is in top, has 27, and the rest of them, he has 14 goals so far. I think he's a very good one. But what do you think has transformed Saka from what he used to be to a goal machine, to a player? When he's at the right side of the field, he can take 4 defenders at a time. What do you think has made him so spectacular when it comes to playing? In the previous years, he was not that good, but with the present squad and the way this season he has picked up, what do you think is the factor that made him to pick up?
Yeah, what I believe in hard working. When you work, there is always a result. So I believe that he has made up his mind, and he know that yes, the more he works, the more he will get answer. You get it. So I can say that yes, hard work. He works a lot, and he has role models. You know, when you have a good dream, you think high. I think that such a thing is nothing but a result that you have to.
Yeah. A lot of people have said Saka is the heir of Thierry Henry. You know Thierry Henry those days. Henry those days he used to bang goal anyhow from right, left, center. You know, they say Bukayo Saka is the heir of Thierry Henry. It's a perfect replacement of Thierry Henry. Are you in agreement with that?
I agree because when you see something good, you always look for something good to compare with. And Henry, as we all know him, has been a good footballer for years. And by comparing Saka to him, it's very lovely because he's doing such a thing and he's going there. So let us just keep encouraging him, and I think that he will come out more better than him.
All right. What's your prediction for the match?
Yes, I go for 2-1.
2-1 in favor of Man. And who are you expecting to score today?
Okay, the first goal from the right side. Yes, my.
From the right side.
Yes, and the second.
You know what will happen from the right side?
Yeah, from the right side. Yes, right. I think we have one goal from there, and the other side too, from the left side too. Okay. I think that what is his name?
Is it Martinelli?
No, I want to talk about that Chelsea man.
All right. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
How's everything?
I'm fine.
How's the training?
It was good.
All right. What is your name?
Jimmy,
which club do you support?
Chelsea Football Club.
Chelsea Football Club. Wow, that's great. Today Chelsea is playing with Leeds United, and for long now Chelsea have not had a win. In their past 10 matches, they already had one. Well, they only had one win out of their 10 last matches.
And 2 wins in 16.
And 2 wins. 2 wins in 16. So, how do you see the squad?
I think the squad is good, but the problem is the manager. The manager is clearly not good enough. The job is too big for him. He came from Brighton, a middle table team, and he's turning Chelsea to a middle table team. We're 10th. We've won 2 in 16. We can't score goals. We have world-class players, top-class players in our squad, but we still struggle to score. Defensively, I won't even say we're good enough because we don't score, we don't concede. We just keep drawing and losing. Today is either a draw or a loss again.
Today is either a draw or a loss. So you are gradually losing hope from the Chelsea squad.
I can't get excited for Chelsea games again. It's just like another day to lose or draw. So the fact there's no point watching this game. I'm not sure I'm going to watch it.
You're not sure you're going to watch it with the present activities of Chelsea. A lot of poachers. In fact, Chelsea is one of the clubs that spend the most money
You understand? When we come to times of purchase, I think we have fresh leg in Chelsea. We have good players in Chelsea, like Mikhaila Mudryk. You know, we have Enzo Fernandez. You know, we have João Felix. All these are new purchases, and they are brilliant players. We can see what they are doing right now. Probably you may not see the impact they are making right now because Chelsea is not winning. Chelsea is not scoring goal. But in the long run, we are expecting to see Chelsea transform with this purchase. Don't you agree with me?
I don't agree with you because we're not going to proceed if you don't sack the manager. You mentioned the young players, Mikhailo Mudryk, Enzo Fernandez, Joao Felix. All these players need someone to drive them. You can't put a yes man and someone that will just put his arm around their shoulder. You need to push these players, the young players. You need to drive them to do better. The only players that I see that drive the other players in the squad are Thiago Silva and Azpilicueta because they are experienced, good players. They've won everything, but the manager doesn't do any. Before we enter Champions League this season, he said he has never been to a Champions League game. Even as a fan, this was he's not experienced enough. He can't drive these players. We are going nowhere forward. No matter who we sign, we can bring Prime Beckham, Ronaldinho. We're still going nowhere with this man.
Oh, he said he has not even been in the Champions League before, even as a fan. You know, but in the Champions League, he has had better record than the Premier League because out of the 6 matches he played, he has won 4, drew 1, and lost only 1.
Yeah, that's new manager bounce. It just came that time. It happens to everybody. When you have a new manager, you go on like 4, 5 games, 6 games run, and you win, draw, win. Then after that, the true color of the manager comes out, if it's good or if it's bad.
All right, what is your prediction for today's match?
Leeds 3, Chelsea 0.
You the best, so. You the best. Leeds 3. All right. Nice talking with you, bro.
Welcome back. You are welcome back to the show. And we have heard what the fans have to say. Now, right now, we are back live on the matches of the Premier League. Right, Arsenal versus Bournemouth and Chelsea versus Leeds. Right now, the match is 1-0 in favor of Bournemouth. Arsenal is 0. And in Chelsea versus Leeds is 0-0. You are welcome to the studio. Now, Mr. Tunji, you are welcome. Right now, we are watching the match live between Bournemouth versus Arsenal. What's your take? Right now, Arsenal is 1-0 down. What do you see in this match?
This 1-0 down. The match, I can still come back to come and lead this match because no man, Bournemouth are not playing it. They came here to come and defend, but once they see counter, they use it against us. You can see what they are trying to play now. It's counter they are trying to do, so that they can use it. But this pattern they are playing can never work for them.
Well, the pattern they are playing cannot work for them because the pattern they play so far, they are leading Arsenal, was 1-0 down. You know, it was an early goal against Arsenal. You know, against all odds, everybody will be expecting Arsenal to trash this ball to a clean sheet. But right now, we are not getting that. Bournemouth have scored 1 goal, and it is 43 minutes into the first half. Any moment from now, the first half will end, and it's going to be in favor of Bournemouth because anybody that plays Bournemouth to win first half will be having like 4 odds ahead. So are you not surprised with the 1-0 against Arsenal?
I'm very surprised, but that's football for you. Football may turn upside down. But this match now, as you can see what they are playing, I can't even expect them to score 1 goal, single goal when they want to start the match because I want to kill them. And Arsenal, they are in form now. You can see now, even though Trossard is injured, brought his Smith through. Second half, we still have to do some changes so that the match can move forward better. But now we are still pressing them.
Right now, you are still pressing them. But let's quickly look at what is happening right now. 5 matches across England, and it is Bournemouth against Chelsea 1-0 in favor of Bournemouth, and Aston Villa 1-0 against Crystal Palace. Brighton, it is 1-0 against West Ham. Chelsea vs Leeds, it is 0-0. And it is 45 minutes. Any moment from now, the first half will end. And Wolves vs Tottenham, it is no goal for both sides. Chelsea, Mr. Jimmy. Right now it is 0-0 in the match between Chelsea versus Leeds. So what are you thinking?
Well, I'm not surprised it's 0-0 because how many games have we had first half? We ended the first half with a goalless draw. I think in our past 16 games, we scored just maybe 6 or 8 goals. We've won just 2 out of 16. So scoring the goals is the problem currently at Chelsea, and I feel like clearly it has not been addressed. We're still 0-0 down to Leeds in our house.
In your home, in Chelsea, in Stamford Bridge, it is still 0-0 and against all expectation. Chelsea have all what it takes. They have got all the players in the world, the best players in the world. You know, they have the Modric, they have João Felix, they have Enzo Fernandez, you have the Fofana, the both Fofanas, you know. They have bought everything in the world and they have spent more money than every other club side in the world. And right, they are getting this result. Are you happy about it?
Of course, I'm not happy about it. I feel like the problem is clear. The problem is the manager. The manager is not. You mentioned all these players: Mikhailo Modric, Enzo Fernandez, Noni Madueke. Players like this, Joao Felix. They are young players. They need someone to instill that winning mentality into them. And Potter isn't that guy. I mean, what has he even won as a manager? So I feel like the problem is just the manager. There's nobody that wants to do the extra work except you're pushed. You need to have that mentality. You need to have that drive. You need to be pushed by a manager. I've not seen Graham Potter do that. All what he does is thumbs up and clap on the touchline. There's no enough.
Whoa! He said, what Graham Potter does is a thumbs up, a clap on the line side, and a clap and a thumbs up. That's what Graham Potter does. Well, let's see how it ends today. Mr. Tunji, let me come back to you. Let me come back to you as Arsenal fans. You know, right now it is almost the end of the first half, and Bournemouth is leading Arsenal by a goal to 0 against all expectation. We expected Arsenal to come and trash Bournemouth, given the fact that Bournemouth is the worst defensive side in the Premier League right now as it stands, because Bournemouth have considered more goals than every other club side. Bournemouth have considered 48 goals. That is the worst side. They have considered more goals than every other side in the Premier League. And Arsenal have considered only 23 goals, but they have scored 56 goals, which means they are good in attacking. They are the second best when it comes to attacking football, up behind Manchester City, who have scored 64 goals today with a match against Newcastle. That means they have scored 66 goals. That means they are the best attacking side, and though they have considered 25 goals, and Arsenal have considered 23 goals, which means Arsenal is one of the best defensive side. With this goal right now scored, means they have scored 24 goals. So what do you have to say?
I have to say that we need to put more effort, because if you can see our last 3 matches, it's like all those players, they are weak. If you can see what almost against Aston Villa, we struggle to come back. Against Leicester, we struggle to score. Before we can see one goal. But now you can see now this match now. It's like all these players. It's because of the encouragement Arteta is giving them. That's what is helping us now. Maybe in second half we can come back to 2-1. Because they have played their best in this match, but it's like they are weak already.
Now we can see an excellent save from the goalkeeper, a double save from the goalkeeper, a shot from one of the strikers of Arsenal, and the goalkeeper saved it, and a rebound, the goalkeeper also saved it. You understand what I'm saying? And that means the goalkeeper is in top form, you know. And we are expecting Arsenal to win this very particular match, given the fact that they are in top form, given the fact that they have been winning all their matches. But right now we are not getting that. We are not getting that. Are you disappointed? Are you discouraged with what you are seeing right now? Because the end of the first half is 1-0 in favor of Bournemouth. If you give Bournemouth to win either half in this very particular match, you'll be getting up to 5 odds.
That's my fault. You are right. That's my fault. You are right. But that's what they say. Football, anything can happen. Arsenal now, we can come back second half and score 3 goals. And Bournemouth can come back and score maybe like 1 goal, 2-0. It may ended up like that. But I'm just trying to say that we should try to put more effort so that we can defeat them.
All right. Chelsea versus Bournemouth stand. Chelsea versus Leeds stand 1-0 in favor of 0-0. Sorry, goalless draw in favor of nobody. Mr. Jimmy, right now we all are expecting. Though you said it before, you have. In fact, you from your utterances, it shows that you are discouraged about the squad of Chelsea. But it is 0-0 first half. Are you still discouraged with what you have seen so far?
I have to say yes, because it's the same thing we keep seeing. Week in, week out, every game, no goals. Our problem is we've been struggling to score goals, and that's still the case till now. So every Chelsea fan is disappointed. Against Leeds, I mean, they're in the relegation battle, but what are we to say? We're almost there. We can end up in the relegation battle if we continue like this. Yes.
Yeah. You can end up in the relegation battle because right now, you said it when I went to the feed to interview. You said Graham Potter is an average coach. Yeah. That is a middle coach, and he has led Chelsea to middle table. Yeah. And they're in the middle table. They're in the 10th position. They're in the 10th position. Any moment from now, if they lose this match, that means they'll be going below 10th position. You said it before, but with the present result we are seeing right now, 0-0, nil to both sides, are you disappointed?
Of course, I'm disappointed. There's this saying: the first half is for the players, the second half is for the manager. I like to see the second half because I wonder what he says during the halftime team talk. I don't know if he push the player, because our second half is mostly worse. I won't be surprised if the last game we had against Tottenham, we conceded a goal in 45 seconds into the second half. I won't be surprised if I see a Leeds goal in the first minute of the second half.
All right, we heard what Mr. Jimmy have said. One strong Arsenal fan. You know what he has said? He said the first half is for the player, but the second half is for the manager. Now the first half have ended. It is goalless draw for both sides. Leeds United versus Chelsea, it is goalless draw. And he said the second half is for the manager. The second half is for the coach. That is, the second half is for Graham Potter. So we are expecting to see what Graham Potter will do in the second half. Right now, also we have Mr. Tunji. It is 1-0 against Arsenal, against all expectation. Everybody, if you look at the odds, Arsenal is having 1.22 points to win this match, and Bournemouth is having up to 8 points to win this match. That is all odds against Bournemouth. But Bournemouth right now is leading 1-0 against Arsenal fans, against Arsenal. Mr. Tunji, what do you have to say?
Oh, what I can say that is where they blow the final whistle, we know the winner. Yes, now you cannot give them 3 points like this. Yes, that's not possible. They are just leading 1-0. Second half may score back now. Saka may score 2. Odegaard may score 2. So that's football for you. So me, I still believe that we can still come back. Against Aston Villa, we did it 2-1. So we'll come back again 4-2. We may still beat them 4-1 now in this match. Because I'll put more pressure in the second half.
All right. Right now, along all the Premier League matches played in England, it is half time. Let me just quickly go summarize what they have played so far. In the matches between Arsenal vs Bournemouth, it is 1-0 in favor of Bournemouth. And Aston Villa vs Crystal Palace, it is 1-0 in favor of Crystal Palace. And the match between Brighton vs West Ham, it is 1-0 in favor of Brighton. And the match between Chelsea vs Leeds, it is goalless draw. And the match between Wolves vs Tottenham is also goalless draw. Well, we have a lot of standby. They want to call us. They want to contribute to what we are doing here right now in the Premier Sports Fan Center. Well, it is right now whatever you have to say. If you want to call those of our fans watching us from outside the studio, you can now call. You can now call. I think we have a standby call. If you have a standby, you can now come. All right, Mr. Jimmy, what are your expectations? It is goalless draw. It is goalless draw. I don't want you to be, because it seems you are discouraged about the Chelsea fans. the Chelsea squad, it seems you are discouraged. But personally, I have hope that Chelsea, they are building a formidable form, a formidable force to face every other clubs. The likes of Michael Modric, Joao Felix, Enzo Fernandez, Fofana, and all the new signed players, I can see they are playing very good football, but the problem right now is they are not scoring. They are not scoring. That is what we have witnessed in this very particular match between Chelsea versus Leeds. They are not scoring. They have not scored to make the difference. So what do you have to say?
What I have to say is sometimes, like you said, we are rebuilding. Sometimes that can be scary, especially when you want to start from scratch. When you start from the beginning. When Todd Bowley came in, he sacked the manager, sacked some stuff. Peter Cech, who had been in the board for years, Marina Granovskaya, who had been in the board for years, he also let those people go. I feel like that's what's affecting Chelsea now. Too much change. It rushed the process, I would say. And bringing Graham Potter in again, who is not, there are some managers that walk in and the fear will be in the dressing room. If a manager like Zinedine Zidane enters the dressing room, the fear will be there. He's won everything as a player and as a manager. Can instill discipline, can instill an elite mentality. But with Graham Potter, we don't just have that. And I feel like the best thing with young players, the best thing to do with young players, because to turn them into winners, you need someone that you look at that commands respect, authority, and discipline.
All right, you have said it all. You have said it all that you need a player like Zidane and other players who can command respect. Right now we are having a call, and somebody is behind, who want to talk to us. Let's hear what you have to say. This Premier Sport Fan Center, and we are in the live stream of the Premier Sport Fan Center. Let's hear what our fans have to say. And who is on the line right now? Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Ben. I'm calling from the US.
Oh, you are calling from the US. Right now, the match between Chelsea is right on with versus Leeds, and the match between Arsenal and Bournemouth is right now. So where are you? Which club do you want to speak for right now?
Oh, well, I want to talk about Arsenal, and then I'll talk shortly about Arsenal. I'll also talk a little bit about Chelsea.
All right, you can go on right now.
Okay, so for Arsenal, unfortunately, my friend that is sitting right here, the Arsenal fan, this is the second half of the game. All right. So I hope Arsenal keep it going, but I think Arsenal are going to drop point.
Oh, you think Arsenal is going to drop point today?
Yes, I think Arsenal is going to drop point. And I think Arsenal actually, the whole hope that we all have that they will take the trophy, I don't think that hope is going to come to light. I don't think so.
Oh, you don't believe in the Arsenal squad, because right now we're expecting a turnaround in the second half for Arsenal, because they have all what it takes to turn around the second half. And all the Arsenal fans, they are expecting a turnaround. They are expecting Arsenal to score like
unfortunately, sometimes the game is not like that. And when I say second half, I didn't actually mean second half of the game. I mean second half of the season. That is what I actually meant. Okay. So, yeah, Bournemouth might be struggling and so on, but they are also good. Yeah. And now that they are hanging on to 1 point, they want to lift themselves up. Because they know if Arsenal come back for the second half, they are going to do everything they can. They are going to press them as hard as they can to equalize or to win. They won't want to sit back. They will try. I think they are going to win Arsenal.
You think you are going to win Arsenal?
So,
right now in the studio, I have an Arsenal fan, a strong Arsenal fan. In fact, he's the chairman of the whole of our leg of Arsenal fan. You know, so when he talks, everybody listen to him because he has not missed a prediction before. Right now, you're saying that Arsenal is going to win this match, but I've had your own point. And I've taken it. Let's go to the match between Chelsea versus Leeds. What are your takes? What do you think? Do you think Chelsea can win this very particular match? Second half is goalless draw, 0-0. Nobody has scored right now. So do you think Arsenal is going to come back full force? I mean, do you think Chelsea is going to come back full force to win Leeds in the second half?
Yeah. So to be frank, I'm a Chelsea fan. All right.
Yeah.
I really don't even want Chelsea to win. I want them to lose.
I agree.
Well, you want Chelsea to lose. Before I go,
Yes.
let me ask you one question before we go on. Which fan are you?
Yes.
Are you an Arsenal fan? Are you a Man U fan?
No.
Are you a Chelsea fan?
I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm actually a die-hard Chelsea fan.
All right, you're a die-hard Chelsea fan from US, calling from US. Is that the position of most of the Chelsea fans in US?
I mean, for those of my colleagues, few of my colleagues, yes, we want Chelsea to lose. I actually want them to lose as much as they can lose, so that Potter can leave. Because Potter is not good enough to carry that club. So the guy's experience is way below Chelsea. So he doesn't have what he takes. He looks like he goes to the beach or he takes them to training ground and is asking them, how were you guys training before? You understand? So that is the stuff. Because if you look at Brighton, where he's coming from, right to Chelsea, Brighton they are playing well, and their formation is fantastic. Now I want to believe that he wasn't the one behind Brighton playing well. I think it's the assistant coach that is behind Brighton playing well. Because they left, the assistant coach took over, and the guy is doing very well. Yeah, so I want to believe that the assistant coach is actually behind his success, and maybe he was just being fronted as the coach. So I don't think he has that ability to be able to turn player. If you look at him, he's standing by the line. He can't even ginger the player. He's just standing and walking around. No. Look at Chukwu. When Chukwu was there, this guy is jumping and dancing and running everywhere from one side of the pitch to the other. The players are seeing him.
All right, what you just said now, representing Mr. Jimmy is saying, a Chelsea fan right now in the studio, he said the manager, that is Graham Potter, is not gingering the players at all. It's not.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, all right, but in my own position, I want you to check. I want you to look at it at this point. Don't you think Graham Potter and Todd Boehly, the owner of Chelsea, they have an agreement to build the Chelsea squad to winning Champions League, to winning every league? Because right now Chelsea have done all the purchases in the world. They have bought all the best players. They have bought Enzo Fernandez. They have bought Mikhailo Rodriguez. They have bought Juan Felix. They have bought Fofana. They have bought Cucurella. They have bought all the best players.
My brother, forget all the buying. Let me cut you up.
Don't you think they are looking at next season to come and showcase what they have?
No, let them start from this season. See Graham Potter coming. He's an Englishman. That is just politics.
Okay.
Todd Boehly is the guy is a businessman, and he wants to go along well with the yeah. The guy wants to go along. He wants to go along with the English people. Okay. So he wants to bring this man. Otherwise, look at this thing from this point. When what's his name? When Tuchel was there. See, there is no way on net that Tuchel will lose all this match that Potter is losing. There's no way. He will resign by himself. You understand? Yeah. There's no way if Tuchel is here that Tuchel is going to be number 10. Tuchel is going to go. He's going to be fighting for the top 4.
All right.
They can just lose 3 matches, and then they play game around this thing and play politics and take him out. And now they are announcing they want to go and buy him. They want to go and buy this one back. Yeah, I want them to lose actually.
Okay. I want to ask you one question. I want to ask one very, very important question. Are you among the Chelsea fans? Because right here in Nigeria, right here in Africa, right here we are having and in the world, we are having a lot of Chelsea fans who are saying that Todd Boehly should be sacked. Are you one of the fans that also say that he should be sacked?
No, Todd Boehly. I mean, he tried in terms of Because what we were looking at before is whether he has the ability to spend money and buy players. And of course, yes, he does. He spent almost 700 million or a little bit above to buy all those players. Now the coach that he puts there, I don't know the agreement he had with the coach, but the coach is not qualified to be a Chelsea coach. To be frank, the Chelsea fan in the studio, he said something. He said, you know, the Chelsea coach, that Graham Potter, is a middle class coach. And so he's looking at Chelsea, he's trying to bring Chelsea down to middle class. Chelsea is not a middle class coach.
What you just said now, one of the fans said it today. I said what you just said now. One of the fans said it today that he's a middle class coach and he's bringing Chelsea to the middle class. You know.
Yeah, so Chelsea is going above that. Chelsea is a contender, the actual contender. So you don't want to be playing and then you'll be dragging with Dortmund and be dragging with whatsoever, those three clubs on the bottom and so on and so forth. No, that is not what Chelsea are doing. Now this is where he's taking us to.
All right, Mr. Ben from US. Well, we've talked about Bowley. Let's talk about the manager, Graham Potter. Are you in support of his sacking? Because a lot of people are saying sack Graham Potter, that is not fit for Chelsea, for the job of Chelsea. Are you also supporting that?
Yeah, that is what I said. I said I want them to sack him. That's why I said I want Chelsea to keep losing until they get him out of that place.
Okay, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, so that's the main reason why I said I want Chelsea to lose. I didn't say I want Chelsea to lose because I don't want them to win. Okay. I want them to lose so that they will know that the Chelsea board, because they're all English people trying to play politics, that this is our own, let's fight against it. These are the same Chelsea board that if you lose 2 matches, 3 matches, they start preparing your letter to go.
Okay, good. I've heard you loud and clear that you should be sacked. But I want to ask you one particular question. Yes. Are you happy with the purchases made so far? With the purchases made so far by Graham Potter and Bowley, whatever it is, for these important matches like Enzo Fernandez bought, are you happy with the purchases? Are you okay with it, or you are not in support of it?
Yeah. So the purchases are fantastic. But what of the coach? It's one other thing to buy a player. It's another thing to manage the player. You understand? Even though if you bring Messi and Ronaldo and Mbappe and Neymar and all of them and bring, they are still going to do the same thing. Because it doesn't have what it takes to manage them. So having what it takes to manage them is what it is. What they call the bracket, the squad of bracket. All the squad put together, I'm sure it's not enough for 300 million.
All right, Mr. Ben from US, I want to ask you one question. This particular match right now is goalless draw, Chelsea 0, Leeds 0. If Chelsea end up winning this match 2-0, will you say Chelsea is on the path of a good form? Will you say Chelsea is on the path of winning, or will you be happy, or will you still want Chelsea to do some changes?
I want Chelsea to fire Graham Potter. It doesn't matter whether they win or not.
All right. All right, you want to fire him. Okay. Well, that's your own opinion. But Mr. Jimmy, I have a Chelsea fan here with me. Right now, he has said a lot of things. Most of the things you said. Most of the things you said, Mr. Jimmy, have said it. Mr. Jimmy, what do you have to say to this caller?
I completely agree. Chelsea just scored right now. Wesley Fofana.
Okay.
But I completely agree. I wanted us to lose the match. When you interviewed me, I predicted 3-0 to Leeds. Because I followed Twitter, journalists and these people that, knows the inside of the club. And I was told Graham Potter has 2 games to redeem himself.
Okay.
Which is why I want us, if he lost this game and the one against Dortmund, I feel like he will have been gone. But now that we've scored, well, it's not too late for Leeds to score. That's what I'll say.
All right, Mr. Ben from US, are you watching this match live? Are you watching the Chelsea match?
I'm watching it live. And my brother in the Chelsea village. So let us form a protest. Yeah. Let us go protest after. Even though they win the game, we still want him out.
You want to form a protest?
And sign petition.
Yes, even if this guy looks like we are coachless, it doesn't matter. If we don't have coach, It's okay. We can tell the captain to coach until we find someone.
All right, you want to form a protest, right? Every year there is protest in Nigeria. There is protest about the election.
African election protest against Graham Potter, David.
Against Graham Potter for him to be sacked. Well, that's your own personal opinion. Mr. Jimmy here have said, in fact, everything you said right now on the phone from US, it is the same thing Mr. Jimmy is saying right here with us. Because prior to the match, he has said particular everything you said. He said exactly the way you said it. So that means all the Chelsea fans.
We are in the same spirit. We Chelsea fans, we don't like losers. Oh, and Graham Potter is proving to be a loser. So we don't want to be in that race. We don't want to keep us at number 10. Okay. At this time, we should be fighting for the cup, not fighting to get out of top 10. We are never going to play Europa League.
Well, though that goal was not given to Chelsea, it's still 1-0 in favor of. Okay, it's 1-0 in favor of Chelsea. That goal was given. Actually, right now Chelsea is leading 1-0 against them.
Yeah, I see. Even though I'm not even happy because I didn't celebrate it.
You didn't celebrate it? It's like the election we had in Nigeria. A winner was declared. Nobody celebrated. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody
My friend, Nigeria, everybody they're so useless. Tinubu could not buy the voters this time, so all he did was just to go buy the INEC. And then he could let me not put the politics in your channel. Let's
leave politics aside.
This is my personal view.
Well, Mr. Ben, Mr. Ben from here. Sorry, I want to ask you one question. Right now, you are watching the match live between Chelsea versus Leeds. I want you to pick one particular player or two that you say, yes, you are happy with what they are doing so far. One particular player or two.
You can see, if you see the middle now, you notice that the midfield is really, really okay now. Because this guy is back. What's his name? Kovacic. So Kovacic is back. And if you see the middle, he has organized the middle. The guy is holding the middle like very, very well. So I am impressed with him because the middle is not leaking, unlike before. Yeah. And then Enzo is trying. Okay. You know, you see it's like all over the place. I mean, they are playing so far, it's not like it's discouraging. They are playing, it's encouraging. But regardless, I don't think this man, because we don't need to put fire in your pot every second to make sure that you make the people play. This is the difference between Tuku and him. You don't need to tell Tuku. He tell himself and he put fire under his own ball.
All right, you put fire and it's almost a goal. Leeds almost scored Chelsea right now, and it was a very close chance they would have recognized this goal. Well, it's not over yet. It's not over yet until it's over. But right now, it is Chelsea who is leading 1-0 in favor of Chelsea, and it is the 57th minute. It is the 57th minute. Mr. Tunji, we have an Arsenal fan here right here. I want you to say something to our caller, a caller from the US, who has just spoken about the matches between Arsenal and the match between Arsenal and Bournemouth and the match between Chelsea versus Leeds. What do you have to say to him? You have heard what he said so far.
What I have to say to him, he's saying the right thing that if Chelsea can win this match and win Tottenham and win Dortmund now, they will still retain the man. But he's an average coach.
It's an average coach.
That's what he's doing.
Oh, Mr. Ben, are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, an Arsenal fan right here with us, Mr. Tunji, I just agree with you that Graham Potter is an average coach. He's an average coach, and that is why he has led you to average position, like the 10th position, average position. He's an agreement with what you have just said. He said he agrees with you in all points you have just made so far. But I want you to have your hope high, because right now Chelsea is leading. Right now Chelsea is leading. You can win this match and also win Dortmund. Do you agree with that?
No.
No. Okay. Give me the reason why. Why did you agree?
Because this is 59 minutes.
Okay.
You see this club that you see in any second they can score. This is 59 minutes. Until you get to 90 minutes when they blow the whistle, you don't believe that they win.
Okay, it is 59 minutes. Okay, generally let's summarize. I don't want you to look at the previous matches played so far, because the previous matches played so far, in the last 10 matches, Chelsea have only won one match, and in the last 16 matches, Chelsea have won.
That is what they have not done in the past 30 years.
In the history of Chelsea record, we don't have such record.
In the past 30 years, yes. This is the worst record ever.
All right, this is the world record, but I want us to let us focus particularly on this very particular match. This match between Chelsea versus Leeds. Right now we have seen it. It is 1-0 in favor of Chelsea. But I don't want you to talk about the negative part of Chelsea. I want you to tell me the positive things you are seeing right now.
No, to be frank, what I'm seeing right now, they are playing, and I think they are a little better coordinated than their previous game. They are faster. You know, they don't play all this one person carrying and touching for 16 times before he passed. Now I think they are doing this 1-2 thing, and he's moving them. They are faster. You know, it doesn't look like they eat fufu now. I think it looks like they fast very well before they come for this game. Because he wants his men to know that if he loses this game, you know, he might have his way out.
All right. Apart from Kovacic, you have mentioned so far that Kovacic is doing very well, that the introduction of Kovacic has brought a lot of changes into the match. Which other player, I want you to mention one more player that you say, oh, this player...
I told you, Arsenal is losing 2-0. I already tell you guys. I told you Arsenal are going to lose. They are losing 2-0 now. You guys, they bought more.
Oh! Arsenal is losing... Oh my God! Right now we are watching it right there, but we don't want to talk about it. Thank God you brought it in. I want you to just tell me.
And Chelsea, they are leading 2-0.
Okay, that's great. Chelsea 2 and then Bournemouth 0. Well, let's watch whether the referee will give that goal. I told you before, if Chelsea win 2-0.
Yeah, Bournemouth 2, Chelsea 2, Arsenal 0.
Oh, that is wonderful. Thanks.
Oh no, actually that wasn't a goal. That wasn't a goal for Chelsea, actually.
Actually, we are watching it right there. We want the confirmation. Yeah, right. We want the confirmation.
No, it's not. It's not actually.
We want the confirmation before we announce it. But I want to ask you this particular question right now. I say, apart from the Kovacic that you have mentioned, that Kovacic was introduced into the match, and Kovacic have brought a lot of differences into the play. Which other player? I want you to mention one other player that has been spectacular in this very particular match right now.
You know, I mean, Sterling has been driving them wide. But if I want to pick, I'll pick Ben Chilwell, because you see Ben Chilwell, that inside he's been very active. They couldn't penetrate him through that spot. So if I want to pick, I'll pick Ben Chilwell and what's his name? And Kovacic.
Chilwell and Kovacic. You know, yes. Chilwell has not been regular in the Chelsea squad, because most times we always see him in the substitution. Most times he comes in the second half to play what he plays. But right now, I think this is the first time he's playing from the beginning of the first half. And right, you are measuring that Chilwell.
But you know, he just resumed from injury, so I guess they are just giving him time to recover. So instead of playing full match, they want him to read the game, go in the second half, and you know, put something in. But now that they feel that I think he's good now, he's playing, and he actually brought a lot of differences today for me. On that is part, he's done a lot. He did well.
All right, he did well. And are you happy with the fact that Cucurella is not introduced into this match? Because a lot of Chelsea fans here, they are complaining about the performance of Cucurella. Are you happy that Cucurella is not in this match?
Cucurella, if you see when they play him on his right position, he does perform. It's just that they muzzle him down quickly because it's small. You know, Ben Chilwell is not that small, so you don't muzzle him down that quick. But Cucurella is trying, to be frank. You know, if you play him on his right position, he plays well. It's just that he likes to go back a lot, like Mikel. You know, carry ball is looking for keeper.
Carry ball is looking for keeper to pass back.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing. Otherwise, I mean, I think he's good. He's trying.
All right. Let me round it up with you. Will you be happy if Chelsea win this match? Because most of the Chelsea fans are discouraged. Will you be happy if Chelsea win this match today?
I won't. It's not like I don't like them to win. It's just that I don't want them to win because I want them to fire this man. And the only way to fire him is for him to lose.
But okay, I want to remind you of something.
If they win, and they keep winning, I want to give him a chance.
I want to remind you something. I want to remind you of something. Right in Arsenal squad. Remember when Mikel Arteta came to Arsenal? He was losing all the matches, and I was wondering what kind of manager he is. He was losing all the matches. But right now, is in top of the Premier League. He's winning all his matches, and it looks good to go for the Premier League.
What's the top?
Don't you think Graham Potter will play in the same role? Don't you think that Graham Potter will also come up, maybe pick up and begin to win all his matches?
Yeah, so either way, whatever this man is doing there, I am not his fan.
You are not satisfied?
Yeah, so I am not his fan. That is English politics that they are playing. And if you want to be successful in what you're doing, regardless, Arteta, we know Arteta just came from being an assistant manager to this man. He just resumed Arsenal and started trying. So that was like, on the job training for him. He didn't really have any good experience. But look at what he's done now, but this man, he's been with Brighton for how long? So he won't tell me that this is his first year. It's not like he's on the job training for him. He already has the experience. But the problem that I have is the players in Bournemouth, in Brighton, I'm not trying to look down on them, but the qualities of players in Brighton, the standard of Brighton is way below the standard of Chelsea.
Okay, before we go on, I want to say I want you to listen to an update of the result of the matches played along in England. Right now, it is Arsenal vs Bournemouth. It is 2-1 in favor of Bournemouth. Yep. It is 2-1 in favor of Bournemouth. And we have Chelsea vs Leeds is 1-0 in favor of Chelsea. Wolves vs Tottenham is 0-0. And Aston Villa vs Crystal Palace is 1-0 in favor of Crystal Palace. A lot of surprises in the Premier League. And we are expecting substitutes from Chelsea right now. And any moment from now, we'll be expecting more goals from Chelsea. So, Mr. Ben. Yeah. Like I told you before, I was asking you a question. You have not answered my question. I said, I want you to just mention one player, apart from Kovacic, that you mentioned that came in and brought in all the differences you are seeing right now. I want you to mention one player that you love what he's doing so far.
I did mention. I said Ben Chilwell.
Okay, Chilwell. Okay, good. Yeah, you are right. Chilwell. Okay, you said Chilwell is doing well right now. Right. Apart from Chilwell and Kovacic, which other player do you have to mention?
I mean, if you say people who brought things in that kind of changes the game for me, in my own perspective, I think Kovacic and Ben Chilwell on their side, they are doing very well. But in general, I mean, Chelsea are trying, the squad they are trying, they are fast, everybody is trying to hold it, they are trying to make sure they don't lose. Yeah, but in terms of who bring changes, I think two of them kind of changed the game a little bit. So,
all right, they try to change up the now. If we look at Leeds head to head, Leeds versus Chelsea. It is Chelsea who have won league 3 times, and then Leeds won Chelsea once, and other one in the last 5 matches, and Leeds drew 1. 1 draw, 1 win for Leeds, and 3 win for Chelsea. That means Chelsea is far away ahead of them. And all disappointment we are having in Chelsea fans today. I remember when Arsenal was losing, All Arsenal fans stay put to Arsenal. They didn't give up. They were in support of Arsenal even if they were losing. They didn't win trophy. In fact, the last time Arsenal won trophy was in 2003. So 2004 season, that's about 20 years ago.
This is the thing. Let me cut you short.
Okay.
You see, Chelsea, we don't have time. We're not Arsenal.
You don't have time.
You know, we're not. No, we don't have time for that.
You don't have time.
We cannot wait for 90 years and be chasing trophy. No, we don't have that time. Arsenal can be waiting every 90 years to take their trophy. We want to take trophy every year. We are selfish when it comes to that.
You are selfish.
Okay. Yeah, we are selfish when it comes to that. We don't want to be waiting 19 years to be fighting for trophy.
Okay.
Yeah, so and that is the differences between Chelsea and every other club.
Yeah.
You know. Oh yeah, you know they are just so lucky. He is just so lucky that Abramovich is no longer the owner. Otherwise, they would have gone long time ago. This story will end. You know.
Oh, it will have gone a long time ago, and the story will have ended.
Oh yeah, in fact, he won't be the one to even say thank you.
All right,
you know, they are just going to send this check for him and then he's gone.
All right, before I come back to the studio, I have some guests with me. I want to hear your prediction for this particular match. What is your prediction? Chelsea versus Leeds. Right now, it is the 78th minute, and it is Chelsea who is leading 1-0 ahead of Leeds. What is your prediction in the before that means the prediction that will come out? What's your prediction?
I think Chelsea Leeds is going to end up 1-1.
You don't even expect Chelsea to win the match?
I don't. To be frank, I don't trust them.
All right, I'm listening to you.
Right now, and Arsenal, you know, they think they equalize, which is okay. But I wasn't expecting Arsenal to equalize. I was thinking Arsenal is going to lose by 2-1, but already they are 2-2.
All right.
So, yeah, so I'm just seeing it maybe end up 2-2. Maybe Arsenal is going to draw.
All right. Mr. Ben, thank you very much. Thanks for calling.
All right,
and we have had your view live and clear. I think we'll continue from there, what you have said so far. Let's go to other, let me attend to the people in the studio and also go to the features of today's, right now, the live features. Let's hear what is going to come up with. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Mr. Ben.
All right, take care. Yeah.
All right. All right, let's quickly run down what is happening in the England Premier League. It is Arsenal versus Bournemouth. It is 2-2. And Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. It is 1-0 in favor of Crystal Palace. And the most surprising, Brighton versus West Ham. It is 3-0 in favor of Brighton. 3-0 in favor of Brighton. And Chelsea versus Leeds. It is 1-0 in favor of Chelsea. Wolves versus Tottenham is still goalless draw. Mr. Tunji, are you happy that Chelsea Arsenal have equalized?
Like I told you earlier, like last 3 matches now, Arsenal gave the second half that we are coming back. That's why I tell you that Arsenal can still come back. This match will be 4-2. Like Aston Villa Arsenal. So I still have two more goals.
You still have too much goal and you are still expecting that Arsenal will win this particular match.
We are playing 4-2.
You are playing 4-2 and you are still expecting that Arsenal will win this very particular match. Alright, let's look at the scorers of the matches so far. The first goal was scored by Billing. That is a Bournemouth player. And the second goal was scored by Senesi, a Bournemouth player too. And an equalizer from a defender, Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey of Arsenal scored one of the goals. And White scored the second goal for Arsenal. Ben White.
Thomas Partey is playing for.
Yes.
Just using my that back.
And Ben White also scored for Arsenal. What do you have to say?
I know it's because of we are having injury at our back. That's what is causing on this team. We need 2 right back. We don't have right back. That's the issue. That is almost all. Fabio Vieira is a midfielder. Martinelli played midfield today. We have like players that are playing 11, 7, 10. They are playing midfield because the people that are playing midfield, we use them at the back. That was discussing the match.
All right, let's come to Chelsea match. Mr. Jimmy, The match scored by this goal scored by Fofana. It was scored by Fofana. The first goal, that is the only goal for this match. So what do you have to say about it?
If you look at it, it's a corner goal.
Yeah.
So it's not a Potter master class. It's just the quality of the players that came into play.
An individual play.
What do you say?
Are you saying an individual play?
An individual play. It's just a corner. You know, you can get lucky with the corner sometimes. So, like I said, I've seen no. I won't say I've seen no improvement. I'm seeing little improvement. Maybe the players are beginning to gel a bit, but it's still nowhere near good enough. Even the substitutions, I don't understand why Gallagher came on. I don't understand why Mikhailo Mudryk, Madueke, they are not even featuring at all.
I see Kovacic is going out right now.
Kovacic, the man that has held the midfield, going out now. When you are leading just 1-0, anything can happen. Kovacic is the most experienced man in midfield. We have Enzo Fernandez there. Now we're bringing Chukwuemeka. If we need somebody to do a tactical foul now, these young players might not be able to do it. I feel like it's risky. That's why I don't understand Graham Potter's in-play decisions. Substitutions.
All right, Mr. Tunji. Mr. Tunji. You have had the scorers of the goals, the equalizers of the Arsenal match. You understand what I'm saying? And prior to this match, if you look at it, Arsenal is one of the most defensive teams. Because, I mean, in fact, let me say they are the second most defensive scheme behind Newcastle United. Because if you look at the record so far, Newcastle United have considered in the 23 matches they played so far. Newcastle United have considered 23 goals. But with this goal scored so far today against them by Manchester City, that means they have considered 25 goals. They have considered 17 goals, sorry. 17 goals. Well, Arsenal have considered 23 goals so far. But with these two goals scored against them will be 25. You understand? That means they are in equal position with Manchester City. Manchester City also considered 25 goals, but they have scored 66 goals. Arsenal have scored 56 goals. With these two goals, they have scored 58 goals. So that means, attacking wise, they are good. Defensive wise, they are also good. But why are they considering goals?
Why we are considering goals is that Arsenal, we attack a lot and we lose guard at the back. But Newcastle knows to play attacking football, so they defend if they can see. So they make use of their chances. That's what I can see from Newcastle. If you can watch their match, they play maybe like 6 matches before they concede 1 goal. Out of 10 matches, they play 10 games, concede 3 goals. Because if you watch out there, it's 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Or something, or sometimes they may play 2-0. Yeah. But if you watch Arsenal match, Arsenal might play 3-1, 3-0. But Arsenal will leave the defense for them to score. So we have to attack. That's what Man City is playing. So Man City is preferably scoring more goals. You can see Man City and Arsenal. It's the pattern that Man City is using. That's what Arsenal is using. Because Arteta learned work from
Guardiola.
Yes, that's what he's trying to do. When you score me, I will score you. But my own goal must be higher than your own goal. That's what he's trying to do.
Wow. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Now let's come to this very particular match. Mr. Jimmy, are you happy with the defense of Chelsea? So far, it is still, let me say, it is still clean sheet. They are maintaining clean sheet. Are you happy with the defense, with what we are seeing?
I won't say I'm happy with what I'm seeing because looking at the team we're playing again, Leeds. If we're playing against Dortmund, we're not going to be seeing these spaces. We're not going to be seeing this pocket of spaces in midfield, especially. I said it about Dortmund earlier. Their midfield is very, very good. We can't say our performances are getting better when we're playing Leeds, bottom table Leeds. Yeah. We can't judge the performances by the, and Leeds have been having good amount of possession for the past 5-10 minutes. I've been seeing them knocking the ball around very well. But obviously Chelsea are dominant in position with 68%. But I feel like Leeds can still get something out of this game.
Oh, Leeds. Let me come to Mr. Tunji. Mr. Tunji, now if you look at the table, Arsenal is number 1 on the table, and Leeds is number 19 in the relegation zone. But right now they are fighting it out against Arsenal. They are in number 19. They are second to the last in the table. They are in the relegation zone. Now they are fighting it. Bournemouth, they are fighting it against Arsenal, and it is 2-2. What do you have to say?
Let me tell you one thing. 19, anything relegation. If you are playing against relegation team, if you watch Liverpool Watford last 2 seasons when Liverpool won the league, it's Watford that beat Liverpool 3-0. So they will not take it lightly with you. No matter how maybe they are going to relegation, but they want to spoil your own. They want to spoil your own career so that you will not be able to gain the league. You can see what Bournemouth is playing. If they play their next match, maybe their next match is maybe all these Southampton. Southampton can beat him maybe 3-0.
Yeah.
But against Arsenal now, they shall want to spoil the record.
Against Arsenal, they want to spoil the record. Let us go and let me just read it out to you. As it stands now in the features, in the matches played, the 5 matches that is going on live in the English Premier League, it is Arsenal vs Bournemouth. It is 2-2. Aston Villa vs Crystal Palace, it is 1-0 in favor of Crystal Palace. Brighton vs West Ham, it is 3-0 in favor of Brighton. What a surprise, what a surprise, what a surprise. I never expected that. That gap was much. And Chelsea vs Leeds, it is 1-0 in favor of Leeds, in favor of Chelsea, sorry. And Wolves vs Tottenham, it is 0, goalless draw. Goalless draw. Well, the table is, as the table changes, let's go ahead, but we'll get back to you later and we'll tell you the stance of the table so far. And Mr. Jimmy, now looking at the forward of Chelsea, what they are playing so far, we have not seen any spectacular play in the forward. You know, it was an individual show that brought about the goal. Look at the arrangement of the forward of Chelsea. You have Sterling, you have João Felix, and the rest of them. Are you happy? Are you satisfied with what is the arrangement made by Graham Potter in that forward?
I'm not satisfied. I feel like he needs to play a player like João Felix more. I mean a player like Mikhailo Mudryk more. Because João Felix is only a lone player. Yes, we have to play players that will get us the results, but at the same time, if you are not playing these players, like bought for a whole lot of money, I mean 88 million or close to 100 million in everything, is a lot of money. You have to make it work. And I feel like him not giving Mudryk a chance against a team like Leeds, where he can torment them with his speed, is a very, very big mistake. Taking Sterling off again, who has looked like our most dangerous attacker, he has looked like the only one creating for us in the front. I can't get my head around why he did that. Kai Havertz still on the pitch. We have Aubameyang, who is not even featuring David Jatro, Fofana, the real strikers. We're talking about scoring goals. Who scores goals? Strikers. But we were not giving our strikers the opportunity. Graham Potter, I don't understand him.
Graham Potter, you don't understand him. Mr. Tunji. Mr. Tunji, let me come back to you. The goals is 81 minutes. It's 81 minutes into the second half, and it's still 2-2 in favor in 2-2. Arsenal vs Bournemouth is still 2-2. Mr. Tunji, with what we have seen so far, are you happy with what is going on?
I'm still happy, just a bit, but I still need them to deliver a good result for me.
You said better to defend. Now, a draw for Arsenal, that means they will be maintaining 3 points ahead of Manchester City.
But that's not good enough.
And that is not good enough. Manchester City won their match today against Newcastle, against all. It was a clean sheet for Manchester City. For Man City, it was a clean sheet. It was a 2-0 in favor of Manchester City. Despite the fact that Newcastle played everything possible. In fact, they took over the position, they maintained the midfield, but they were not able to score against Manchester City. You know, and Manchester City have closed the gap against Arsenal. Now Arsenal is leading by 2 points. 2 points against Manchester City. Now Manchester City, we are expecting Chelsea, we are expecting Arsenal, to win this particular match and also open the gap. But we are not getting it. It is still 2-2.
We are not getting it. But Manchester City now, any moment from now, that they can top the league, they cannot come down again. That's what Guardiola is trying to say.
That's what Guardiola is trying to say.
Now,
that's what Guardiola is trying to do.
You want to top the league at last time. Maybe where the match just reached like 29, now have the advantage to top the league. Maybe and they are topping us now with like 8 goals. 8 goals to 10 goals. So there's no, and Arsenal, almost our player now, we don't have bench. We don't have bench. It's only two special players we have, Gabriel Jesus and Trossard. Trossard has got to injury now. And Gabriel Jesus is not yet back.
Okay, Gabriel Jesus is not back. And we are expecting Gabriel Jesus to be back any moment from now. Because a lot of people, he has been seen in the training ground and another thing. And everybody is expecting him to come back. But right now, as it stands on the table, it is Arsenal who have 61 points. Manchester City have 58. Manchester United have 49, Tottenham have 46, Newcastle 41, Liverpool 39, Fulham 39, and Brighton have moved up to 38 points. Gradually the table is changing. Table is changing. And we should be expecting any surprises from now with what is happening. Mr. Jimmy, we have seen it. Are you expecting more goals? It is 85 minutes. The match between Chelsea and Leeds. Are you expecting any goal? Or are you expecting an equalizer from Leeds?
Yeah, that's the only goal I'm expecting. I'm expecting Leeds to score one. Because I feel like the way Chelsea are playing, yes, we are good defensively. We've thrown in another centre back. I feel like we just want to protect this 1-0 lead and try to build confidence from there. But with the way Leeds are playing, going forward, counter attack, they're looking dangerous. They've brought in Gnotto, who is a very, very fast player.
Yeah.
Can also do damage.
And he can also score more goals for them. Yeah. He can also score more goals from them. Right now, looking at it, Chilwell has been brought in. You know what I'm saying? Chilwell has been brought in, and we are seeing his exploit. I think he has been playing positively. Right now, he's been attacked by Leeds player, both the goalkeeper and the Leeds player, and he has the mental ability to control his anger, and that is why he has not done anything that will warrant a red card. Because otherwise he will have them punch somebody, because the way they are pushing him, he can get angry and punch somebody. But I want to give kudos to him. Are you satisfied with Havertz, who is placed as the last man to score the goals, and we are not getting it from Havertz? Do you think he should remain there, or are you expecting a new player to be brought in there?
Havertz can't go on as our 9, because it's not a traditional 9. It's not that striker that will get you 20 plus goals a season. You look at, I would rather have a 9 that will stay up there and be confident to shoot. Havertz isn't that guy. Havertz comes back as a false 9, gets involved with the play, and we already have many players like that. Joao Felix does like the same thing. Nkunku, who is coming in the summer, does the same thing. I don't think, really, if we will have a good amount of money for Havertz, I'll sell him.
If we have a very good money for Havertz, you will sell it. And who do you think can take over from him?
Nkunku is coming in the summer.
Nkunku.
Yes, if we're going to sell Joao Felix if we're going to buy Joao Felix in the summer, in this coming window, those players play similar positions to him. And what we need to fix is our striker problem.
What do you need to fix? Mr. Tunji, it still remains 2-2. Nobody have scored 2-2. Are you happy with the result so far? It is 87 minutes. We have 3 minutes left, and there's been a goal. And Wolves have scored against Tottenham. And it is 1-0 in favor of Wolves against all expectation. Then we saw Wolves defeated Liverpool in their home 3-0, and today they have just scored against Tottenham in their own home also. So this match so far 2-2. Are you satisfied with the result?
I'm not satisfied. If we can draw this match now and draw the next match, Manchester City, they are going to top the table. Or if we draw this match and win our next match, it's maybe, if you anything that can make us to draw this match, there will be discouragement for us now. So they may lose form, and no matter how the players, they are weak already. All the players, they are weak. So we need to win this match by all means.
We need to win this match by all means.
Something can still come up, maybe 89 minutes or 90 minutes plus.
You need to win the match by all means, and you are not winning it, and it is just 2 minutes left to regulation time. 89th minute, 89 minutes, 2-2, 2 for Arsenal, 2 for Bournemouth, against all expectation. And Chelsea, it is 1-0 in favor of Chelsea. And it is the 89th minute. Any moment from now, the referee is going to blow the end of the match. And will you be happy? Because Manchester City is a team that you don't need to play with. At every moment in time, they can put surprises. They can come, win the match, win the Premier League. Win their matches and cover the gaps against Arsenal.
And Manchester City, they make use of their chances.
Yeah.
They can use 1 point to win the league. Because they have material that they can use. They have enough midfielder, enough defense, and enough forward.
Enough defense and enough forward. How we are getting another goal from Brighton. Man, this is a demolition of West Ham. I never believed this. And this is the 4th goal they are scoring. 4-0 in favor of Brighton against West Ham. What a match. I never expected that. West Ham is a big team, and Brighton is demolishing them, is flogging them. 4-0. They just scored the 4th goal right now. What a surprise.
That's a manager masterclass.
That's the manager masterclass.
1-0 against Leeds.
No, bro. I wonder what you would have said if Chelsea was a goal down. Now, it's like the Chelsea fans, from all my interviews with all the Chelsea fans, they are discouraged about the Chelsea squad. Right now, even when Chelsea is winning 1-0 against them, Leeds, you are not still happy.
I'd rather Leeds win 1-0 against us. Because at least that puts more pressure on Graham Potter, because the board is separated now. Todd Boehly wants to back Graham Potter, but the other co-owners are now agreeing with him. So he was given these 2 games and he has won 1 out of it. So his job is still safe at the moment, Graham Potter. For
Graham Potter. So the next match against Borussia Dortmund on Tuesday, and but I'm saying, like I told you before, Graham Potter has done well when it comes to Champions League. When it comes to Champions League, he has played 6 matches and he has won 4, drew 1, and then lost 1. So his result in the Champions League is not bad, And against Borussia Dortmund, who has won 12 matches in a row. In the last 12 matches, they won their last 12 matches without even drawing. Straight win for Borussia Dortmund against Chelsea, who is struggling. It's going to be that. Though despite the fact they won the last match, they won 1-0, and Chelsea will be playing home. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea will be playing home against Borussia Dortmund, so we don't know what will happen. But that's not the match we are talking about. We are talking about the Premier Leagues. The Premier League, and Chelsea is leading 1-0 right here against Leeds, and it is 91 minutes. Regulation time is over. Additional time of 4 minutes has been added by the referee, and any moment from now is going to blow the final whistle. And it is still 2-2 in the match between Arsenal vs Bournemouth. Nobody has scored, and 5 minutes additional time has been added for Arsenal, and it is 2 minutes. They have played 2 minutes ahead. We have 3 minutes left. Any moment from now, the referee is going to blow the final whistle, and that is the result we'll be having. 1-0, 2-2. Is it a good result? Let me start from Mr. Tunji.
Arsenal, we are trying. As we Chelsea, they are leading 2-0. They cannot come back to 2-2. It's because of Arsenal are still in form. That's why they can come back, because they manage to come back.
Yes.
2-2.
Yes, Arsenal managed to come back 2-2 because it was 2-0 in favor of Bournemouth, but Arsenal equalized. And it was a sweet equalization. How do I put it? And you hear from a defender, Thomas Partey, and Ben White from Arsenal. No, we didn't see Saka today. We didn't see Bukayo Saka today scoring any goal. And it's just 2 minutes left to full time. A lot of expectation from him because he has been spectacular. He has been banging goal in all the matches played so far. But today he has not come to play.
He's trying. Saka is not every day we deliver, but he played today. He played first half. But they will be marking him. He's 3 players they will be using against him. But all these Thomas Partey and Ben White, they will not focus on them like Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli. So
they will not focus on them, and they can just come from defense to score because they are not They are not recognized. All right, they are not recognized. Let us come back to the Chelsea match. We have some seconds left to the end of the match. And it is Chelsea who is leading 1-0 against the match between Chelsea and Leeds have come to an end, and Chelsea have won the day. Congratulations, Mr. Jimmy.
What can I say?
What can I say? I expected to see you rejoicing. Most of the Chelsea fans are not happy with the score. Now it is 1-0 and you have won the match. This is out of in fact in the last your last 10 matches you only won once. One match against Crystal Palace. But right now you have won another match. Let me say in your 11 matches you have won 2 matches. No, if you say your 16 matches you have won 3 matches. So you should be rejoicing.
That's not good enough. 1-0 is not good enough. I didn't see patterns of play. I didn't see a different style. I didn't see attackers play different. I didn't see expected goals. I didn't see enough today. I just felt like it was a should I say player managed game. The players gave it was the quality of the players that came into play today.
That's individual play.
Yeah,
individual play, and it is 2-0 in favor of Wolves against Tottenham against all expectation. If you look at the odds given to Wolves, you will be surprised. The Wolves right now in the 91 minutes is leading Tottenham by 2-0. You will be surprised. You will be surprised because nobody expected it. And Wolves 2-0 in the 91st minute against Tottenham. What a surprise! What a surprise!
What I'm thinking about, I find it hard to believe this Tottenham beats Chelsea because before that they lost a match. They lost to Sheffield in the FA Cup, and now they've lost to Wolves, but they can beat Chelsea 2-0. It's unbelievable. Oh,
it's like the goal has been cancelled. The goal has been cancelled. Goal is allowed against Wolves. Well, it's still 1-0. Still 1-0. The goal is allowed. The match has not come to an end, and it is still Arsenal 2, Bournemouth 2. Bro, I never expected Bournemouth to draw this match. I never expected Bournemouth to draw this match against Arsenal because if you look at their record, they have been the worst defensive team. They have considered 48 goals in 25 matches, and they are the team that have considered more goals than every other team. We have Newcastle who have considered 15 goals, and they are the best defensively when it comes to the Premier League because they've considered only 15 goals. And we have Arsenal who is second, who considered 23 goals. But today, now with these 2 goals, it's going to be 25 goals. And Bournemouth, they are drawing with, they are having a draw play with Arsenal.
Very dangerous play with relegation team. You can see the stress they are giving us now. Arsenal may go up, they may be 30 next match now, they may be 5-0. You can see now they are coming from 19, but they don't want them to top the table, they don't want them to win. That's be very difficult for you to defeat them.
That will be very difficult to defeat them. So the match of Chelsea have come to an end, Mr. Jimmy. The match of Chelsea have come to an end. And if we look at let's look at the table, what the table have to offer, what the table is saying right here. I know Chelsea still remain 10th position. In the past 1 month, Chelsea have remained 10th position. They have not gone ahead, they have not gone below, they have not gone ahead. They are still maintaining 10th position. In fact, in the 6th February, middle of January to February, they have been maintaining 10th position. Is that good enough?
That's not good enough. I'm tired of watching this.
You are tired of watching them, seeing them being in 10th position?
I'm tired of watching. I don't know when it's going to end. I don't know if it's going to end because now it's like Potter's job is safe. I don't know. I want it to end.
You want them to lose the 2 matches given to him?
Now he has won 1 out of it. All what he needs is a miracle against Dortmund. If he gets to win against Dortmund, he's finishing the season 100%. No matter where we are, he's finishing the season.
Mr. Tunji, I am expecting any moment from now your match will come to an end. Is that a penalty? Is that a penalty? No, it should be a penalty. No, the referee did not give that. It was a handball contact.
That was goal kick.
Well, the referee said a goal kick, but that's good enough. That's good enough.
Blow the final with
any moment from now, the match between Arsenal vs Bournemouth will come to an end. It is the 97th minute. 7 minutes in the extra time has been added and they're still struggling it out. We're expecting and Arsenal is pressing to have a win, but will it be possible for them? If you look at the match, the whole defense of Bournemouth, the whole players of Bournemouth have come to and Arsenal have scored! And it is Arsenal who have scored! It is 3-2! And the revelation time! It is Arsenal who have scored! What a goal! What a win for Arsenal! Are you surprised? You don't understand what I'm saying. I'm saying it. You don't understand what I'm saying. Mr. Tunji, are you surprised? Huh? You have not seen it. Are you surprised?
Still on top. It is still on top. Still on top. Come back. Still on top.
Oh, what a celebration is going to be. In 97 minutes.
Still on top.
This is what you say, never give up.
That's football for you.
That's football for you. Never give up in times of football. Bro, I'm very happy because my guest today, an Arsenal fan, your team won. And the Chelsea fan, your team won. But Chelsea are not satisfied. These Chelsea fans, they are very greedy. They are very greedy, very greedy. Even the man that's calling from US today is a greedy man. Mr. Ben, you are a very greedy man. Even though you are winning, even though you are winning, you are not still satisfied. Only five. Even though you are winning, you are not satisfied. Your colleagues here are a Chelsea fan. You won and it's not still satisfied. What do you want? What do you want? You expect a loss. You know, Mr. Tunji, right now what do you have to say?
That's what I'm saying. Is when they blow the final whistle. But I believe in my coach. I believe in my coach. You can see the sub he made, putting on back Nelson.
Yeah.
Yes, now.
And that has paid off. That has paid off. It was, oh my God, oh my God. Never give up when it comes to football. Never give up when it comes to football. And the match has come to an end. And it is Arsenal 3-2 in favor of Bournemouth. Congratulations to Arsenal. Let us congratulate Arsenal. Oh, in favor of Arsenal, sorry. Congratulations to Arsenal. Congratulations to Arsenal. And you can see Arteta celebrating. You can see Arteta celebrating. What a match. What a match. What a match. Woo!
Englishman.
It is Nelson who came and made the difference.
Yes,
Mr. Kinji, congratulations. Yeah? It was not easy.
It's not easy. When I'm a relegation team, they are very wicked.
They are very wicked. Alright, the match has come to an end. The match between Chelsea and Leeds and the match between Arsenal and Bournemouth have come to an end. Let us quickly see what happened today in the English Premier League. Let us look at the results so far. It is Manchester City against Newcastle. It is 2-0 in favor of Manchester City. The match between Arsenal versus Bournemouth, it is 3-2 in favor of Arsenal. The match between Aston Villa and Crystal Palace, it is 1-0 in favor of Aston Villa. The match between Brighton versus West Ham, that is where we have bulldozer demolition. 4-0 in favor of Brighton. What a surprise. And the match between Chelsea and Leeds, it is 1-0 in favor of Chelsea. The match between Wolves and Tottenham, another surprising match. It is Wolves who took the day. It is 1-0 in favor of Wolves. Bro, the match has come to an end. So in summary, I just want you to let us summarize so far. But before we summarize, let us look at the table, the standing of the table, how it stands so far. The standing of the table, it is Arsenal, who is in top of the table with 63 points. Nice. And Manchester City, second with 58 points. Then we have Manchester United, who will play tomorrow against Liverpool. Another England Air Clasico. Right now, they are in match 24 for Manchester United. Well, Manchester City have just played match 26. Then we have a deficit of 2 matches for Manchester United. Manchester United is in 49 points. Tottenham it is 45 points. Newcastle 41 points. Liverpool 39 points. My brother, the English Premier League is not something to joke with. You can't predict it. So, in summary, what do you have to say before we round off today's show?
All what I can say is that I've gained my position back. Before I can go back to 7, I have to lose like 2 matches. But as me as now drew this match, the next match they may lose, and when Man City top, they can use 1 point and win the league because Godela is waiting for any slightly mistake
from Arsenal.
Because they have reserve bench, they have enough player. All right,
Mr. Jimmy, Chelsea, and from the features of today, from all the matches played so far, I just want you to sum it up, and let me hear your views.
We watched the Chelsea game, but I'm more interested in the Arsenal game.
All right.
What I mean, these are the kind of matches that you know that Arsenal are going to win the league. Matches like this, matches like the one against Aston Villa, where they came back, they showed desire, they showed something that Chelsea lack, winning mentality. If Chelsea were 1-0 down or were drawing 2-2, Chelsea wouldn't pick the ball off from the throw in that fast like Arsenal. Graham Potter won't push his boys like Arteta are pushing his boys. That's just to show you. Arsenal are doing a really, really good job, man. I feel like it's matches like this that determine if they are going to win.
All right. In the match between Chelsea versus Leeds, I want us to pick the Premier Sport Fan Center man of the match. Because that's what we do. In this match we've watched so far, what we have seen so far. Who is the man of the match?
The goal scorer, Wesley Fofana. I feel like he was so good defensively and he played out of position. He's a centre back, he played the right back because Reiss James was not fit enough for today's game. But
and he came from defense to come and score.
Yeah, from defense.
Wow, that's outstanding. That's spectacular.
That's to show you how much we've been missing him. He just came back from injury, and with all these performances, he's by far the man of the match.
By far the man of the match. So our Premier Sports Fan Center man of the match for today between Chelsea vs Leeds is Fofana. Please let's give him a round of applause. Mr. Tunji, so who are you giving the man of the match today? The match between Arsenal vs Bournemouth.
I'll give it to Nelson.
Nelson. So why do you say Nelson?
Nelson did 1 assist and he scored the last time.
Whoa, that's wonderful. So our man of the match for the match between Arsenal vs Bournemouth is Nelson. Let's give him a round of applause. Congratulations, Mr. Nelson. Congratulations, Mr. Nelson. All right, that is where we come to the end of today's show. Don't forget to join us tomorrow. Tomorrow is another England Air Classico. The match between Liverpool vs Manchester United is going to be a cracker. It's going to be a cracker, and we will be here live. Don't forget to call us. Don't forget to bring out your contribution. Stay tuned for tomorrow. For now, it is bye from us. It is bye from us. See you tomorrow as we come to the studio. Goodbye for now.